Wendy used me, making fun of me on their Wendy thing. I DM'd them and said, how much do you want me to put on that invoice? Good morning, Fully Nuking Nation.
Hello.
Finally, someone who talks into the mic with me.
Wait, people don't talk into the
Thanks,
mic?
brother.
No,
Some people
Thanks,
talk
lady.
some people talk like this.
Hey.
Hey.
That doesn't even feel right. I don't think these are loud enough.
Hey, we're back.
I don't even hear myself. Hello? Hello? No. I'm this one, bro. I'm that.
Try now.
Hello? I mean, it's fine. I like when it's real loud.
You can keep turning it up. You're number 3.
Hello? 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 Whatever. I'm fine. Living my best life.
All right. So much to talk about.
So much to talk about.
It's been a while, dude.
Sponsor me.
We, speaking of sponsors, we have our first sponsor of the podcast. I struck a deal with a vegetable oil company. Dun, da, da, da. What?
This is not the way to promote something.
Here we go. This is Aloha CBD. You guys have seen me taking it before. This is actually the Ben Gravy model.
Pretty sick.
They're sponsoring the podcast.
Well, thank you, Aloha CBD.
And since they're sponsoring the podcast, I'm going to put it in your drink.
I mean, you can put a little bit.
I'm going to put it in my drink, though. Ready? So here's what I'm going to do, guys.
I just say no. I would take some.
If you're interested in getting some CBD, we're going to do one of those affiliate code things. So all the information will be on the screen here.
Yeah.
Dreamers. Thanks, Aloha CBD.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Thanks very much.
You can't say thanks, buddy.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Here we go. So, ding, 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 ding. So the podcast for me, oh my God, that was a whole thing. Do you want one?
You're going to be feeling, well, I'll just take it.
Okay, here you go.
This is wild. I feel like it's not right.
Let's see what we got. Holy cowabunga. That just changed my entire perspective on LaCroix.
That is such a good LaCroix.
Wait a second. Yo, patent pending trademark. CBD infused LaCroix. Sparkling water.
Okay, well, don't say it out loud.
Registered trademark, y'all.
There's so many.
What do you mean? I
half that stuff we got at the surf lodge was CBD infused seltzer.
I invent stuff every day and I don't get credit or money for it.
There's so many CBDs. But that's the best LaCroix there ever was. It is hibiscus and it is mind blowing. And then this is the new drink. None of this is sponsored, but
who's sponsoring the podcast? The CBD or these drinks?
Well, I'm just telling. Okay, so if you're a female,
look,
I feel like this is more of a female thing, but men can drink it too. This is a probiotic soda. It's only this one's 20 calories, which isn't the best, but it is so good. And it's good for your gut, and it's good for infused with apple cider vinegar and immunity sidekick.
Let me try it.
It's so good. Don't drink the whole thing. You drank the whole thing last time. That's amazing.
It's kombucha.
No, it's not.
Wait, did you get this in Montauk? That's where you found out about that.
I've seen it on TikTok, and then Montauk, they gave it to us for free, and I went and bought it. It's so expensive.
Oh, wow.
It's out of control expensive.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, well, you're going to sponsor us.
So much to talk about. We've
been going nonstop.
Have the least reliable podcast on the internet.
It's nice for us. Nice for you guys.
But
thanks for watching.
Jordan, your thing is just messed up.
Well, it's not moving. What do you mean? I can't even hear myself.
Because you're not talking into your mic.
I don't think my mic's on.
Yeah, it's on.
I don't know. I can't hear it. Hello, hello. Now it's better. A little better.
Better. Oh, my knee hurts.
He lost a whole podcast.
I lost 2 podcasts.
2?
Yeah.
See, that's okay. No, I'm taking over. I'm taking over.
Go ahead, take over.
No, I'm taking over this conversation. He always goes, Jordan never wants a podcast. You never want to do it. Well, it's kind of discouraging when every single time we film a podcast, this has happened 3 or 4 times now.
Okay.
So how is that fun to do all this talking and then just gone?
Because you told me that you were gonna.
Because I said I would upload them, do everything, but I'm not.
You said you'd edit.
I'm not editing them. They're just getting uploaded. That's what you said. They're just getting uploaded.
Well, if you and our friends wouldn't talk about so much stuff that I can't put on the internet.
Ben, did you lose that whole one where I was just talking about things, good things?
I forget what you were talking about.
I had a really good one for you guys. That's so mean. I was talking about how weird surfers are.
Yeah, but if we did this every week, You wouldn't even care because there'd be so many episodes.
I would
That's
care,
our new
'cause we
summer
did do
goal.
it every week last time.
That's our new summer goal.
Well, he
every
goes-
week. The road trip messed us up.
No.
Just give us a just let's try to condense what's been going on in our lives for everyone. So
I was just about to say I have a good topic.
go ahead.
It
Hit
has
us.
nothing to do with our
I was
lives.
going to
So let's
talk
go
about the
our
road
lives
trip.
first. Okay, road trip.
No, go to your topic. I want to know because I'll always go back to the road trip. It was part of my life. I remember it.
No, I'll go.
What was the topic?
I was going to say, because I was saying how weird surfers are, I was
Yeah.
going to say when we were away and how I said the one line was, why couldn't you be a skateboarder? They're so much cooler than you.
Oh, that was
That was my topic.
in Montauk.
Yeah, that was my topic.
Okay. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a skateboarder.
And then what happened?
I used to grind handrails. I could do 360 flips. I used to do all kinds of stuff. And it hurt my knees. The first time I ever had a knee injury was from skateboarding at Shimerville Skate Park in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And I hurt my right knee.
Okay.
Partial tear of my ACL at 14 years old.
Oh, geez. Real? Like, this is real life?
This is real.
Or are you just making this up? Like, it was kind of, like, it didn't actually hurt.
I wore a freaking brace, a $1,200 brace, and I had to go to physical therapy every week for like 3 months.
You love physical therapy.
No, I do not. And my physical therapist, Josh, still remember him to this day,
Okay.
told me that I was the least flexible person that ever came through the physical therapy.
He never met me. Can't touch my
Guess where my physical therapy was?
Where?
King of Prussia, baby.
Always, always.
So there was a shot of him meeting you. So he used to lay me on my back and stretch my legs for me. And I would just go, and I remember my mom was like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, dude, it hurts. And the guy was like, just so you know, stretching can hurt as much as the injury.
Yeah.
That's how gnarly stretching is.
Yeah, stretching sucks. That's why I don't do it.
Now I stretch every day and I love it.
Yeah. I feel like I think you should, like, change your stretching, like, a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like, I think you've done the same thing over and over again. I think you should, like, add stuff into the routine.
Yeah, I know, but there's minimal maintenance that I have to do.
Yeah.
Which is my
Can
ham.
you touch your toes?
Yeah, we did this last
No,
night.
you touch your toes by sticking them up in the air.
What are you talking about?
Like, if you lay on the floor, can you lean all the way back and touch your toes? Lean all the way forward and touch your toes. No, you're on a table. I could do that.
Do it then. Go ahead. You're bending your leg.
Oh, that hurt.
All right, hold on.
I don't know if you can do it. All right. Oh, that's pretty wild. Are you going to have a hunchback, though? I'm very concerned with that.
I don't.
Oh, my God. That's my new concern.
For the all-screener dreamers, just touch both my toes, no problem.
I didn't believe
Because
it.
I stretched for years to get to this point.
Well, anyways, so you didn't want to be, so you wanted to become a skateboarder, you got hurt, and you were what? Just scared or just told not to skateboard anymore?
I was scared. And I continued to skateboard.
But just not like hardcore.
Picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down. Skateboarding is it's tough for me to get into because there's only a few times for me, because I'm not a very talented skateboarder, but there's a few times for me that I got the rush. And that was when I was about to send it over, like my first 5-stair, 6-stair, 8-stair.
Yeah.
When I was sending it on my first big drop in, all this stuff. The thing about surfing is, once you paddle over the ledge, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You're on that wave.
Yeah.
So you might as well make the most of it. Skateboarding, it's harder to commit.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder to send yourself over the ledge. Like I skated up to 1 million rails in my life and didn't go for it. A couple rails I did, but you know what I'm saying.
So it's just more of an intense time.
And the consequences are much more severe.
100%. Well,
If you wipe out bad surfing, it's probably
yeah, but let's do that. Let's
equal.
How many people have died skateboarding?
I don't know.
I feel like there's probably way less. Maybe more injuries, gnarly injuries, but probably less deaths from a skateboarder than there has been surfing.
Really?
100%.
Well, I think.
Well, I've never even heard of a skateboarder dying in an accident.
Yeah, but you have to think about this, like skateboarding. I feel like the skateboarding community is so widespread and huge. Anyone can skateboard that. A lot of skateboard-related deaths are people who are very new to skateboarding.
Yeah.
Whereas surfing, it's like new or experienced. If they die, I feel like it's a bigger deal because it's a smaller community.
This is out here saying average of 40 people die of skateboarding every year. Why do I not believe this?
Is that not enough for you?
I feel like it was too many.
Oh, really?
And then let me see. What's the death rate of surfing? Statistically,
I
there
bet
are
2.
around 10 surfing deaths every year. Well, like how I've never even heard of a skateboarder dying, like doing a trick or anything. Because like all the big like that you hear surfer like that young boy from Barbados, right? Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Like you hear like it goes crazy, and he wasn't like a pro athlete.
He was an aspiring pro.
Yeah, but in general, he wasn't.
I know what you mean.
So like that's what most skateboarders are, like him.
Yeah.
And I never hear that. That's actually really wild to think about. 40
yeah,
people dying of skateboarding?
Deal. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, back to my point. I think when a skateboarder dies, it's usually someone who's not in the skateboarding community.
They're just skateboarding.
Well,
like I fell on a skateboard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And no one heard about it. That's my point.
No, but like I fell and really hurt myself on a skateboard. But like surfing, I never tried it. Like I was young when I tried skateboarding, but I never tried surfing.
How many people skateboard? 8.8 million in the U.S.
It's only in the U.S. And skateboarding is even bigger in other countries, I feel like. How many people skateboard?
How many people surf? Oh, 35 million surfers worldwide. Why wouldn't they have the same statistic?
But that's actually not that many, though. If you think about it, like 35 million compared to 8 million just in the United States that surf or skateboard. But I'm just saying the skateboarding community is...
Okay, so this... I'm pretty sure they're saying that 200 and...
That's so good. Oh my God.
Skateboard market in millions of dollars. Oh my gosh, why isn't there a statistic on this?
What, how many skateboarders in the worworld?
They're saying there's like 90 million skateboarders in the world.
Wow.
So 3 times the amount of surfers. But I remember when Surfer Magazine published this statistic. Also, rest in peace, Xander. I want to say that because I actually knew Xander personally. Xander Venezia, up and coming, promising surfer from Barbados. His dad is like one of the most epic people I've ever met. Xander was a super cool kid. I used to announce all those contests that Xander was in, and unfortunately Xander passed away surfing in Barbados a couple years ago.
Gnarly.
Still a huge deal, really. Whenever I think about it, I'm just like, can't believe it.
So sad.
So I remember when Surfing Magazine published like this statistic saying that only 6 million people surf. And everyone's like, whoa, 6 million people surf?
Do you think that's a big deal?
Yeah, we thought it was a huge deal. I did, at least.
And it's not.
No, and that was probably less than 15 years ago, and look how many people surf now. I bet by the end of next year, they could probably say that 60 million people surf.
Really?
I think so. I think people are surfing every day.
Well, technically, like, would I be part of that statistic? Or, like, what? How do you get in that statistic? That's what I question.
Well, I think you just go surfing. I think that goes everything from Kelly Slater to someone who's only surfed once. My cousin James.
Did you know what pictures?
I mean? He didn't send pictures.
No. But then for me, I'm saying, how do they get that statistic? Who's giving that statistic? How do they know?
I think they go off sales, like
how big of a jump it was in like a surfboard.
Yeah,
wonder if they count soft tops. I guess they have to.
Yeah, I mean for sure, that's probably the majority of surfers.
Yeah,
riding Ben Gravy soft tops.
Interessante.
Or Jerry Lopez. Neck and neck right now. Yeah. Jerry kind of takes it out because his boards are like $100.
Well, and his boards are
more readily available.
Yes.
To the masses.
Because the person in King of Prussia can go get a soft top at a Costco
for $100,
and they can bring it to the shore.
Yeah.
Whereas here, there's two sets of people that like don't care and just buy anything when they get here.
Yep.
Get to the beach. Or there's people that are like, we stock up at home because we're used to it, comfortable, we know what it is, and then we don't have to do anything when we get to the beach except be at our house and go to the beach every day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Costco.com. Wow, the board's $180 now.
Well, everything went up.
Dude, that's crazy. Inflation hit everybody.
I mean, that is crazy because, like, would you want a board from Costco that, it's, like, not as good as yours?
Ben
like,
Gravy 8-footer. $350. Mine went up too.
No, everything went up.
I remember you could get my board for $275, the 8-foot, and just be dreaming.
I know. Let's after we're done this, let's try to mock up board shorts and send them to.
Okay. New board shorts coming at you 2025.
No, I'm trying to get them out. Like these, I'm not gonna curse, but these people got to be
getting these boardies.
I feel like that'd be sick. Why wouldn't we do a black?
We want to do all black semi-pro model.
Well, the reverse of his new. Ben has a new surf shirt out, and it's sick. It's a semi-pro on the arm, and it has a pineapple, and it's like a silver color. It's a pretty sick color. But I'm like, why wouldn't we have a matching board shorts? So watch out for that. That's my idea. No one can steal it.
Yeah. Nice work.
Thanks.
So I'm the type of guy who would come down to the beach.
Yeah.
Obviously, because this is what my family did when we were kids.
Yeah.
My first surfboard ever was Surfer Supplies. So we were going like specialty.
Yeah.
And then we started shopping at Heritage because it was closer to our house. And then I eventually got on the Heritage surf team. But we were like, yeah, we're going to go see the experts at the surf shop at the beach and get the right board. But back then, like,
if you were also a family that wanted to surf well.
Well, see, my dad's a wild animal because it first of all, the whole soft top phenomenon is very funny to me because there was always doilies. The Maury doily or the
I feel like I always remember seeing soft tops. Like,
right? Or the BZ soft tops, but like no one ever wanted to ride them ever.
No.
And what's funny is like, remember I was riding the Heritage lesson boards when I first started doing novelty waves?
Yeah.
But cat surf was fully a thing. So it was like I was still over here, like in my head, soft tops, it was like soft tops in the past 3 years, explosion took over.
They did, yeah.
Because like in my head, there was no difference between riding a Heritage soft, like lesson soft top or a cat surf.
Is
like,
there a difference?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The reason cat surf's the best selling boards in the world, cat surf and wave bandit, is because they're the best soft tops.
Yeah.
They're the best. They really are. They work the best.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah. It's like not and they have the coolest colors and stuff, but it's crazy if you try to compare those boards to the boards that we ride. It's wild.
Well, this makes me want to go surfing right now.
Well, the wind's offshore.
I know,
and it's like 1 to 2 foot.
I just had to pick up my bike. I was riding my Murph so wild the other day, so wild, like fast. I guess there's so many like potholes and stuff, and like my dummy butt was just going through the pothole, and I didn't even realize I got home and my tire was completely flat. So I fixed my bike.
Dude, it might be cooking offshore all day.
Yeah, I walked to the bike shop.
Yep.
Wild experience. Then came back, rode my bike, and it was wind, gust in my face the whole time. I was like, the whole time.
I just had this crazy. I'm sorry to hear that.
It wasn't that big a deal.
And you called me on the phone. I didn't answer. Give me a pound. Give me knuckles.
I called Ben.
You made it back.
No, I didn't call him to pick him up. I wanted to tell him about my experience. And then I also wanted to tell him about how he put my Murph together, and clearly he put it together very, very wrong because my Murph is working absolutely perfect.
No, I didn't.
The gears work. Everything works. I didn't put my Murph together. Ben did.
The best. The best your Murph ever works is right after I put it together.
No,
you destroyed it. Now a bike mechanic put it together, and it works the second.
Listen, I rode Ben's bike. Works like a freaking charm.
Well, yeah, I put yours together first, worked out the kinks, then put mine together.
Remember, I was in King of Prussia, and I was coming home, and that was my surprise. You had them like ready for me.
Oh yeah,
that was cute.
That was nice of me.
It was.
Here, let me tell you a story. I trust Murph, appreciate it so much that they gave us bikes.
Yes.
Every time I'm going 23 miles an hour on that bike, I feel like for no good reason, it's going to fall apart underneath me.
Okay, well, this is the only thing with these electric bikes.
The bike doesn't say it's going to fall apart. It doesn't rattle nothing. But the whole time I'm like going fast, I'm like, dude, this thing's going to fall.
Well, exactly. But I also think these bikes that come in the mail, I do like the fact that you go to a bike shop. Now they have electric bikes at the bike shop, but you go there and you pick out a bike. They have it together. It's done. Yeah. It's like they know how to put it together.
Some assembly required.
Yeah, like some assembly cars means build your bike.
A few days of assembly.
And that's like you're going 20, like you don't build a car and you go 25 miles an hour in a car.
That's true. I know what you mean. It's fast.
It's fast. It's not slow.
So they're taking some risk with that one.
100%.
Yeah.
Because, like, what if you, like, leave off one thing or whatever, and then you're going 25 and the bike's, like, I don't know. It hasn't happened, thank God. But
yeah.
It's just crazy.
I want to say something because I did this. I was on the Windy app. It reminded me of something that happened to me last summer.
This guy.
Last summer, Windy put me in one of their ads on Instagram without my permission. And they put my clip under Noob. Remember? And it's a shot of me kooking it on a small wave.
Ew.
And they're being jerks. Hold on, though.
Wait, is Windy the surf app or just an
Windy
app?
the surf app. Look at this. Look, Noob and Pro, right? They have. Is it playing?
Yes.
Noob and Pro. Wendy used me.
Why did you never tell me this?
I did. Me and Mac were talking about it. Wendy used me, making fun of me on their Wendy thing. I DM'd them and said, how much do you want me to put on that invoice?
Exactly. And what did you say? What did you say?
They didn't reply to it. But
You
then
should've
I just opened the app today.
Don't tell me you're in there again.
No. And look at this kooky picture that they have of this guy not even making a barrel. You see that?
Yeah.
And it's like they're calling me a noob, but their whole marketing is based off, maybe I'm going a little bit too deep on this, but their whole marketing is based off this barrel that's not even a barrel shot.
Enjoy the water. It's not, it's just, it doesn't, you can't tell where he is.
So I'm almost willing to bet that this is the marketing guy putting himself on the Wendy app
Okay, first off, wild that they would ever think that's allowed.
to just steal clips.
You can't. You should have just, you should, that is so crazy.
Should I just send the invoice?
100%. When did they put that up?
Last year.
I don't care. Send it now.
25 Han?
I'm about to send it.
You can.
That's so actually ridiculous. You could
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I
That's
don't.
a good time, though. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but like the fact is they took your thing. So someone saw it and was like, oh, perfect for our ad that we're creating. Let's not give Ben a dime
Or credit.
And just make fun of him. No, Wendy, you suck. I hope you see this.
And I promote their app on my vlog.
Stop promoting it. What are you doing?
I stopped promoting it.
When I don't use it. There's probably a better app. Like,
there is now Surf Captain
Exactly.
maps. Surf Captain has maps on the app.
well, there you go. If you use
I'll show
Wendy,
you.
you're supporting the enemy.
Look,
I don't like that stuff though because
no, that's
I don't
mean.
like making fun of people.
That was mean.
And I don't like people that steal content. It's
but they
annoying.
easily. Well, that's two things that are mean, right? Because they
You can't
could have easily
DM'd you.
or used their own shot of themselves being kooks. They didn't need mine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're using you because they think they can get like likes, follows,
Yeah, of course.
usage out of you, but then they're gonna make fun of you and not pay you. Me.
Thanks, Wendy.
Wendy, guess what? I'm invoicing you.
Yo, Wendy, guess what?
I'm gonna get my lawyer on
Your
you.
app's still good.
No, it sucks. Don't use that. I don't like that. I don't support.
Well,
people
now
like that.
Surf Captain has wind maps. So
Well, Surf
guess
Captain-
what? Surfcaptain.com. Use the wind maps for the dream.
Wait.
Anyway, that was just a
We
thought
didn't put
that
our sign on.
popped into my. Oh, nice! It's not in the video.
Well, there's a. It's
Shout out to Ryan Mack
Shout out to
for
Ryan Mack
the wedding present.
the wedding present of our dreams.
Do you think you know how Mac is very
Should we invite him over?
particular? He's a very particular guy.
No. Mac, like Ryan Mack.
Yeah,
Ryan
he
Mack.
wipes his hard drives off and does all this crazy.
Does he?
Yeah, he's very
OCD?
Yeah. He probably had his whole Murph bike strewn across the living room.
Oh, 100%.
Like
the living
tarps
room.
and stuff. And he probably took 3 days to build it. You know what I mean? Putting the pieces together and
Ben doesn't take 3 days
wiping
to do anything.
them off. I'm
Ben-
the worst. I'm the worst.
It's gotten to a point where I almost could cry about it.
Look
how-
next to you.
No, I don't care about your hard drives. I care about household projects that really don't get done. Makes me sad actually.
What household projects are you talking about?
Just in life.
What are you talking about?
Just in life. Even
No.
household projects putting the recycling the Dunkin' Donuts in the recycling can. Again, Ben leaves the recycling.
Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, well, I put it on the counter because it was thawing
that
out.
is literally from how you were raised.
No,
but
it wasn't.
it was
I
because-
wasn't allowed to have Dunkin' Donuts as a kid.
No, but when I first started coming over to your house,
hmm
all the recycling would be on the counter.
My
because-
whole life, my mom's just put it on the counter.
put it on the counter because she wants to
to
do
walk it out.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not if there's a recycling bin in the trash can, put it in the trash can. Ben just leaves it on the counter.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of filming my Western skit, and you leave it on the counter too. So,
I don't.
I
see your salties. They're
Jordan.
Ben always
I love you to
deflect.
death. I love you to death, but I do more around the house than you do. Straight up, dude.
Okay, do you vacuum? No.
100%.
He vacuums
I vacuum when people are over.
No, he vacuums.
To show everyone, I vacuum.
Shut up.
See?
You vacuum when you
Shave.
and then you vacuum. Brad doesn't shave, doesn't vacuum. Do you Windex?
Yeah.
Do you Clorox?
No, but I pay.
When's the last time you cleaned the the bathroom.
I paid for the blinds.
Paying is not. I pay in sweat. Blood.
Sweat equity.
I paid the gas bill this month.
$26.
It came to $34 with the freaking taxes.
No, I didn't.
Yes, it did because I pay online.
So how much did they hit you for?
Like $4.
Is it $5 fee?
I don't know. It's like a $4 fee. But
That sounds like a craziness.
100%. But guess what?
It's paid.
It's paid. I paid
Done
for
and
it.
dusted.
That's a heavy claim. And I paid for the Wi-Fi. How do you think you'd work if you didn't pay for He rolls his eyes. I pay $130 or $168 a month for Wi-Fi.
No, you don't.
$148.
You paid
$38.
You said I'll take care of the Xfinity bill if I can get the extra channels. That was
I said because I think that could be my contribution to this household.
The camp.
That and
the
the gas bill. That's nice though.
Contribution
I could
to the
easily
cult.
make your ass pay for that. What if I did? That'd be mean. I pay for my own gas. Pay for my phone.
Yeah.
Legend.
That air conditioning sound in the background was like oddly comforting. Now it's like,
what do you mean the air conditioning sound puts me to sleep? Our air conditioning is like teetering on too loud.
I was asleep last night with the TV off.
Yeah, why? That was weird. I was like,
why did you come in and turn it on and ruin my?
Because I was.
You connected me back. I was disconnected. I was vibing. I've been having a good week. Besides my broken back, like mentally vibing.
Well, I've been mentally vibing, thriving, and staying alive and too.
I see that for a couple of years now.
Shut up.
Relaxing.
Ben.
Yes, dear.
What do you mean relaxing?
You've been relaxed for years.
No, I've been chilling for years, yeah.
The hard drive thing's just making such loud noises.
The hard drive, that's what comforts me.
At night?
No, because I'm making sure, because even JT said it, that like when he hears it, he knows it's working.
No.
But I feel like it shouldn't be on all the time.
I feel like I haven't even gotten all my vlogs transferred onto it, and as of this morning, I was down to 11 terabytes, so I'm going to run out of room.
You can't be spending $2,000 again.
All the fun in the world. And then what I have to do is I have to buy that exact same thing and then connect them in the back and then have a doubler.
Why? Couldn't you just keep that, once you fill that up, just put it to the side? Does it always have to be plugged in?
Yeah, but the whole trick is to have access to all my vlogs all at once so I can say, oh, October 13th, 2008, I rode a wave at Skeleton Bay and I need to get that clip because I do a ton of throwback stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the dream.
I feel like you should start editing in this office, honestly, because I feel like it would be better for your back.
I don't like editing on desktop. I just don't.
I'm not saying that, but
I edit really fast, and I edit.
I'm just saying for your back. Like, what if you sat in a nice, like, aerodynamic chair? One of these. I don't know which one. And which one don't you want? Because I'm going to give the other one. Which is the one you didn't like? The one that my parents gave you?
No comment.
No, it's fine. I'm just going to give it back to my mom because she's going to start working from the shore.
Yeah, let's take it over there.
So I'm going to give it to her.
We can do that.
Yeah. All right. So road trip. We never went back to that.
Road trip was intense. Expensive. Gas was nuts. We got some good waves, but it was heavy, heavy times. Me and Jordan got in a fight over McDonald's.
Oh my God. Ben,
Jordan and JP got in a fight.
No, Jordan and JP got in a fight day too. Me and Ben were like,
over
a week
the
and a half.
housewives.
Okay, because I was right and he was wrong, so I don't care.
We'll have to bring him on to discuss further.
We can FaceTime him. Oh, wait, he doesn't have an iPhone.
He said he might get one.
Wait, can you really not FaceTime?
No, you can't FaceTime him. Isn't that weird?
Wait, should have been my main argument. I was saying AirDrop this whole time.
AirDrop what?
Like, okay, JP he has an Android. You would have known this because it was in the last podcast, but Ben lost the footage. So anyways, JP has an Android, and I just rip him every time I see him because I'm like, bruh, you need AirDrop. It's the best thing. Not even realizing that he doesn't have FaceTime.
FaceTime's.
I mean, FaceTime changes the world. Like during COVID, like you couldn't see your family and you couldn't see your friends and you FaceTime.
Can I say how much of a FaceTime influencer I was?
What does that mean?
I was like hot on FaceTime in the beginning because I don't like radio waves going into my head.
Oh,
so
Ben loves FaceTime. He FaceTimes everyone.
I started FaceTiming Beefs in the beginning. He was like, what is this?
Yeah,
He's like, dude, you're crazy. Why are you FaceTiming me? Now everybody FaceTime.
But you have to. If you don't FaceTime, it's weird.
I'm a FaceTimer, dude. I FaceTime. Jamie calls me, and I'm like, dude, why don't you FaceTime me?
No, I agree. I think a FaceTime is a vibe. I don't FaceTime all of my friends, but I usually call people in the car, so there's like really no point to FaceTime. But I call people because that's like the best time to talk when you're driving, I think.
Yeah, and text.
No, we're not texting. I don't text and drive. It's way too gnarly and I don't do it. But I do put my phone on the Bluetooth, the Apple CarPlay, and I call.
That's smart.
I don't know. It keeps me, like, I could stay on my phone with some of my girlfriends for about 2 hours.
Yep.
And sometimes we don't even talk for those, like, 30 minutes, but we're just on the phone.
Yeah.
Me and Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Ben loves. Whatever. At least I have friends. Some people don't.
I don't have that many friends.
You do have friends. I'm just saying, like, thank God I have friends. What if I didn't? I'd annoy you all the time.
Yeah, I'm glad that you have friends. You should find some more friends.
I should. I'm finding friends. Nat G, shout out. She'll be watching this. Nat G, always watching the pod.
Let's go.
Got this one for you, Bert.
I want to shout out Mackie Films.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I just want to shout him out. Like,
really?
Thanks for watching the pod, Mackie.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for watching. Not involved, but maybe one day we'll invite you back.
Mackie did text me to podcast yesterday, but I don't know. I didn't respond because my back hurt.
You didn't even answer him?
I will. I'll answer him. I think text messages are good for... I don't think there's an expiration date on text messages.
There shouldn't be, and that has become an issue, I think, in society.
Because I text people back 3 months later.
You should be able to. Not 3 months. Much.
Well, I do. And then they're like, yo, what's up?
You should be able to read a text message and answer on your own accord. Yeah. Like, it's same with a phone call or even answering a phone call. Like, I don't feel like you should have to answer a phone call, like, anything. It's like, no, like, in work, like, somebody called me the other day. It was like 7 o'clock or something. And I was like, do I answer? No, because now I'm done. I'm done with the day.
Yeah. And like, that should be totally acceptable.
Yeah. And it is. But it's just like, no, we're not calling at 7 o'clock because I'm going to call you tomorrow morning when I figure this out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's definitely true for me because the amount of things that I have in the pending column right now, hundreds. So maybe the phone call isn't necessarily appropriate right now. Maybe maybe I need to text you back or email you more information or call you back tomorrow when I figure something else out with somebody else. Because like the pending column's nuts. Like I accidentally blew off the guy from the Hard Rock for weeks.
But wait, what day is that?
The whole thing was pending.
Are we doing it? Because I didn't write it down.
It feels like we're doing it.
We're gonna do like a charity. What is it called?
It's a Heart of Surfing charity event. Yes. His name is Mike, and I'm going to find it.
Mike.
Look, Phil Jackson, Thursday. Yo, big time. Respond to my email. What day is it? Saturday? See? Pending.
What was the email?
Well, I didn't read the email yet, so it's pending.
I mean, some of these people, I'm not being a
jerk.
I don't understand why they don't just email me. I always tell them.
Hey, guys, if you watch the podcast, 7/24.
All right.
7/24. That's July 24th, right?
Okay.
So out front of the House of Blues, we're going to be doing a charity event. It's going to be lit.
Yeah, boy.
And I just want to say, I really want to be more involved in charity stuff.
I agree. But this is our start. We did that by accident. We did that skateboarding thing the other day.
Skateboarding thing.
At Montauk, we went to the party.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I donated $100 to this Montauk skate park.
Donating, but just showing up, those kids were stoked. Like they didn't even know that we were right there.
No, I know.
I think one day in the future we're gonna need to open up our own charity, but it's not as simple and it's like a huge
undertaking.
But I think we should.
You have a lot pending.
I know.
All the jobs I've given you over the years, they're all pending. Still.
It's not nice. I'm not pending though. He always rips me.
File saved.
There's a lot of things that I do though.
You do a lot.
Look, I'm changing the deed.
That's nice.
And he always goes, the things you do cost me money. But like 100%. Everything. Yeah, but you have to get it done.
In your eyes. Yeah.
See, this is the problem. And we're gonna have a marital beef.
We're gonna have a conversation after this podcast.
No, I'll do it right now. Ben gives me jobs, and then when I complete jobs, he makes it seem like it wasn't.
That's not true.
It wasn't the stuff that like
the jobs that I do make us money. The jobs that you do cost us money.
But in the long run, guess what? We're going to be making money
Yeah, it's true.
with some of the things that I've done.
Don't wave that finger at me.
I'm looking at you, boy.
I'm looking at you.
I wanted to do this. Making money.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm broke.
Me too.
All right, see ya.
We out. It's nice to be broke.
This is my here's my claim.
Okay,
This
go.
is my information. Not information. I want to say a word and I can't think of the word.
Yeah.
I don't have brain farts a lot, but when I do, they are gnarly.
Brain fog.
No, just right now, I can't think of a simple word that I'm thinking of. This is something that I always tell the youth.
Okay, go.
If you don't have any money, sit at your house and don't move a finger. Unless you're going out.
When does he ever say this? I've never heard
I
this.
tell it to the groms. Unless you're going out to make money.
Oh, 110%.
These groms out here just don't have money and they're going out and buying a $70 dinner.
They love
And
it.
I'm just like, you're nuts.
No, I know. But I also think always like budget. Like I have a price in my bank account. I have a number in my bank account that once I hit that number, I'm not spending any more money.
Like low.
Like
Yeah,
not
okay.
even spend, like until I get paid.
Like when the number drops to that number.
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I have wiggle room for like a couple $100 that I can go and buy something, go out, do this. But as soon as that number hits that, and I still need to get paid in like a couple weeks, guess what? I'm not going out.
Are you ever surprised at how financially responsible I am? Or were you in the beginning?
No, because I'm responsible. You always think I'm not. I'm actually really responsible with money.
You're responsible with your money.
Facts. That's facts. I lie.
But
No, I'm impressed. I didn't always know. I don't know.
yeah.
But I just assumed. I might be
Yeah.
naive, but I feel like I just assumed that you would be good with money.
Yeah. Well,
But I don't know why.
all right, here's where I can say. I'm
Doomsday scenario?
I'm always in doomsday scenario.
He is. He's been telling me we don't have money for like my whole life since we started dating. He's like, I
Because
have no
we
money,
technically
but
don't have
I
money.
just bought a $2,000 hard drive, so I'm confused.
Listen. I'm always in the
Doomsday.
scenario
Okay.
because I'm always thinking about what could happen. So
No, 100%. What do you mean? That's
why I
think.
eat peanut butter sandwiches.
That is why I started eating peanut butter sandwiches. But I do kind of want to get lunch.
Hey, every peanut butter sandwich you eat pretty much saves you about $15.
Let's go, boys.
Because I know a lot of people who don't have money and they're just like, oh, dude, I'm getting fish tacos for lunch, boys. Obviously. Because I want to live. And I'm like, I don't know. I just eat peanut butter sandwiches and then...
and call it a day.
And I just save $15. You save $15 7 times a week. You're ripping.
Yeah, I don't know. We should actually write a book.
Really?
Like called Peanut Butter Sandwiches. And it would literally be about how to save money. Because people, I mean, there's 1,000 books about it. I think they could handle one more. And peanut butter sandwiches is such a good one.
Mac is the funniest guy. Because Mac
loves Joe Leone.
is a bougie guy. And when he first started hanging out with me, he was baffled. He was just like, what the hell is going on? And I'd be like, dude, we're surviving this trip. Because I'd be like, all right, yo, Cliff Bar. Remember Cliff Bar sent me all those Cliff Bars? I would just go on a trip and just eat free Cliff Bars the entire trip.
Yeah.
And then Mac would be like, this can't be real. I need a salad. I'd be like, dude, we're surviving.
Well, no.
Just eat the Cliff Bar.
Sometimes I will say that Ben needs to eat a salad. Because it's like you need some vegetable or like fruit or something to like give you that energy.
Yeah.
The Cliff Bars make me like...
You're right. But survivalist vibes.
But it's weird. He doesn't crave that. Like me and Mac will like go 4 days with eating peanut butter sandwiches. And then that 5th day we're like, both of us are craving something other than that. And Ben's like, doesn't even think about it. It's very weird.
Because I'm thinking about the waves or the vlog or this or that.
Well, yeah, you have a lot more going on than like me on a road trip. I'm kind of along for the ride.
But I will say I mean, we've talked about this a million times on the podcast, but it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Because, great. I love being successful, but it is a little much, boys. Sometimes I'm just like, dude. Because I got myself in this back situation because I can't stop.
Yeah.
So I hurt my back because I haven't been able to stop.
Well, how's it feel now?
It feels great. Thank you, John Fresh.
I've
been at the chiropractor 5 times in the past 2.5 days.
Are you going back tonight?
I'm going back tonight and tomorrow morning.
What time are you going tonight?
After the surf rider thing.
Just anytime.
Yeah. But So what I did is we were in Washington.
Yeah.
I surfed the wave pool for 3 days. My leg was bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
Came home, couldn't pass up a 2-foot swell. Had to go out.
Yeah.
Okay, why? I don't know. I had vlogs stacked for weeks.
Yeah.
Went out, hurt myself, hurt my knee. Then my knee, I let that heal. But when I was letting that heal, I was using other parts of my body to make up for my hurt knee.
Mm-hmm.
What's that called? Compensating.
Mm-hmm.
So I was compensating, hurt my back.
Yeah.
Then, kind of a hurt back, decided to just powerhouse, surf the ferry, surf El Salamo, surf for 3 days, and film a bunch of vlogs.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna do that. You kind of did. I thought you were gonna take the time off.
That's why I was getting so crazy about stretching every night. And I was trying to just like stretch and do because I was like, dude, I know impending doom is coming pretty much if I don't stop, and I didn't stop. I had to surf those ferry waves. And
was it even worth it?
Yeah, I mean it was firing. And then I woke up, bang, couldn't even walk, lower back, smoked.
Oh, baby.
L4 bulging.
And I never believe him.
Texted John Fresh at 5 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Guy saw me at 7. What a legend.
What a legend.
And it's been a dream run ever since for the past 2 days, just fixing this back. You don't know where I'm coming from.
Like body parts?
Yeah, I don't want you to ever experience what I go through physically, but I mean, for a couple minutes.
Yeah, but sometimes I get hurt and you don't believe me. I had a huge blister on my foot for a whole week.
That is not
and
being
I couldn't walk.
hurt.
Okay, let's think another one.
Walking sideways and limping, and you're going, what are you doing? That's hurt.
Okay, I pulled my back once, and it was really painful. I pulled my back out.
You did pull your back once.
You weren't with me. This was like I think a year before we met.
Yeah,
I was at the gym
freaking-
doing a squat, and I messed up.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing
Because
I've
you
ever
squatted
done.
with your
Well,
back.
not really. I broke my foot.
You squatted with your back holding weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, not your knees.
Oh my god. And I was like, something's wrong here. I think I'm dying.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Which
What?
is kind of a weird thing to think about.
What?
I'm such a positive person, deep rooted inside of me, that I always think like, yeah, like I haven't done my best surfing yet. But maybe I have.
No, don't say that. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, maybe I have.
No, you haven't, because you haven't even gone to some of the waves that you're meant to go to.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to do way better than I think, really, like with your type of surfing. Once you get to a certain level, it's the wave quality that makes you a good surfer, because you can surf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you are where freaking Tyler is right now or whatever, like if you were
Fiji.
there, yeah, Fiji, you would just be.
I could get some good barrels.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would just get good barrels because it's the quality. You're not going to be always as good as you are now
out on the little waves.
Out on the little waves, but you'll always get better with big waves, I think. Does that make sense?
Honestly, you know what? I have sold myself short my whole life because like when I went to Oregon, I was like, holy shit, this is where I'm comfortable.
Like, big waves.
These bottom turns,
sense.
I'm living this bottom turn.
Yeah.
Like I'm loving this.
Yeah, better.
And it's a good conversation to have now because like I am at a good age where like next summer maybe we chase it.
Yeah.
We go on a world tour. You know what I mean?
World
and the whole
tour.
COVID thing will be over and it's like
I think not even just COVID, the pricing right now is too insane.
Yeah.
And people are getting canceled flights. It's actually not even worth it to like go anywhere.
But I have like such a dream of just the Mentawais, obviously. Jeffreys Bay, South Africa, like such a dream of surfing out there.
The whole month of June, May and June traveling.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
I have such dreams for Australia. Like, love it, dude.
Like, why aren't we traveling in May and June?
Honestly, I should travel more. Because, like, think about, like, dude, I mean, I'll just get real on the podcast. Maybe I shouldn't, but I spent over 10 grand on that RV trip.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
Over 10 G's to do that trip.
Well,
and it's like, yeah, we met Jerry Lopez, and that was one of the highlights of my career. But, dude,
other than that,
what we could do for 10 grand is like.
No, I agree. And I think traveling, it is hard because I think a lot of surfers, they go on these trips because like a sponsor of some sort is saying, okay, we want to send you here.
Yeah.
Oh, we need this, we need that. Ben,
I don't have that.
You don't have that. So it's like for us, it's like, yeah, you guys see all these surfers going all these places, but it's because someone's paying them. Or sending them there, I think, not paying them, but
there's differences in mine too, because like I always I'm strategic with my bottom line.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these trips, I do just have to say, oh, I'm going to spend money to go.
Well, again, you can go. I think also, like, if you see a swell, I think a lot of times in your head, you used to always be like, I need to be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If you see a swell in frickin', I don't know, South Africa, and you and Matt get on a plane, you go for 5 days, who cares? You're there for 5 days.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to make it into something. Like, you can go chase a swell and come home. I think a lot of people, I think you've always been in the, and I think that's what might hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just go somewhere for 5 days, 4 days? Who cares?
You're true.
It's not like you need.
I think for me too, it's like it's not that
so.
It might be like I don't know if I feel like I don't deserve to surf these great waves, or maybe it's just like I'm focused on other stuff. But sometimes I should just be like, dude, that wave right there, that right, I'm just gonna go surf it.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
That thing looks so sick.
Just go.
Because I've never surfed a good wave. Pretty much, it's crazy to say. 3 years ago, I used to say that, and then I got myself into some better stuff. But, like, dude, I've never really surfed a world-class wave.
That's what I'm saying. Just do it.
I mean, pipe, but that's a different story because it's really, really hard to get waves and stuff. But I've never surfed, like, a Morocco point break where it's just, like, triple overhead and just pulverizing.
Yeah, like, you should just, I mean, I know you're planning a couple of trips in the future, and you might go to, like, Europe again and stuff. Like, that's cool. But, like, again, if you see something, just do it.
Thanks, babe.
I don't understand. I always have told you that.
Yeah, so July's looking like a huge month for doing it.
Where are you going to go?
I'm out of here.
Bye.
See ya.
See you. See ya. I mean, do it.
Married for 6 months.
There's an ant on my foot right now. I don't understand how there's ants in this room. Weird.
Was that Anthony? The ant from the kitchen?
Oh, you killed him. I killed him.
Don't be killing ants.
I didn't kill him. I went like this and put him on your foot. He didn't die. Ants are resilient. Anthony the ant.
Anthony. His aunt calls him Anthony. His aunt. So I named an ant on the kitchen counter Anthony.
Excuse me.
And his aunt calls him Anthony.
I think I'm done because I have to pay.
You like this story?
This is where we shut up.
All right, one more shout out to our official headlining sponsor, Aloha CBD.
Aloha. That was good. That was good.
That was really good.
That was good.
Ha, ha,
Aloha. Wow, that was fun. Ooh, that was lit. I gotta go wash my face.
Thank you for participating in this experiment. We will see you next podcast for the dream.
That we're gonna film right now, so we have them. Bye.